Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Down, 18 Gator. Okay, we got to get the stop here, D. 6-6, pull it high. Bravo. Defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 60 out block. Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
Ready.
On first down, Pierce eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Target. Orbit. Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, Pierce flushed out right.
Watch the pass.
On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, go.
On on second down now. Wiggins. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Throwing on first down. Pierce. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Pierce. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down. Pierce. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
The mock boys, 56, check 56. Brilliant. Check safety.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, buddy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Throwing to start the drive. Pierce. In trouble, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Ready, go. Dog.
59.
There's a party. Gone. 25.
Off the play fake. Pierce. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check curls. 198. Watch 98. Set hut. Set go.
On 4th down, Pierce. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Pick, baby. You see it all day. Pick.
Ready. Let her.
On first down, Wiggins stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off play action. Pierce. And he will find his man on the outside. On second down, Wiggins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, now he bowls him over. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 260 orange, 66.
On 1st and 10, Pierce. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Wiggins. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes the pass block more than they like the run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he lost the football.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 38 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch the screen. Go.
Operating from the gun. Pierce trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is blitz coming, and down he goes.
Set city, baby.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 30 sand.
Looking to throw on second down. Pierce. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you have 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Ready. Wahoo. Rock.
On third down, Pierce. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
Watch the curl.
General West.
Check 6 guys.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And the Cardinals
Ready.
first down.
8 read.
6. All right. Here we go. Let's go,
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Fresno. Hey, Grace don't travel. Switch. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Pierce. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Pierce. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Back to throw. Pierce. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
61.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pierce. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Pierce. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say Things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready.
They run the counter. Wiggins. And an alley to run. Pushing him away.
Knocked it right out there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, Pierce. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Break. 56. Check 56. Yo.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Recon, 132 fight.
Check the backer.
Set hut.
They'll run on first down. Milton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Milton. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Back to throw. Pierce. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On third down, Wiggins. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.